What it do, y'all? Bread Tuck Rob, Bread Tuck Gang forever. Houston Texans all day. I know y'all saw that draft, right? So check this out, man. Check this out, man. I tell you what, these Houston Texans, throughout the draft coverage, before the draft, pre-draft, whatever you want to call it, the Texans really never made it clear what direction they were going in. You kind of felt like they were going after a quarterback, but, you know, we were kind of tight-lipped on some things. We worked boys out. Man, I tell you what, man. Woo! I tell you what. As far as Rick Smith, as far as a GM, it's kind of subjective how you would rate him. Some people say he's not all that great of a GM. I appreciate the fact that he brought me J.J. Watt, and even Clowney. The talent that we have on our team is, he played a hand in that. So you really can't hold Rick Smith as much as you want to. But his the major flaw of his is we never really had a quarterback. Now, you can't really say that because Schaub was a quarterback for a span of maybe 3 or 4 years. He was, I'm not going to say elite, but he was kind of up there, you know. But I tell you what, man, yesterday, woo! Okay, so who picked number 1? Did Cleveland pick number 1? I forget. But anyway, the Bears moved up and picked number 2, took that quarterback from North Carolina. Okay, I forget who went number 3. I forget. But anyway, I want to say, and y'all forgive me because I'm just going off the head. I want to say Kansas City traded up. I think they picked at number 4, was it? I forget if it's even that early. Let me put my H-Town back in the camera, man. But they moved up, and they grabbed that cat from Texas Tech. That's who I wanted, because he's kind of a big body quarterback, and that boy got that arm. I could just see him catching Fuller, you know, downfield. Or my boy Hopkins downfield. Jalen Strong, get well soon. But the Texans made a power move, man. The Texans, Rick Smith, once he saw that those quarterbacks were moving, Rick Smith said, look, I know in the past y'all couldn't trust me, but I can't play around no more. I got to trade up, man. The Texans with the number 12 pick scooped Deshaun Watson out of Clemson. A brother. You know, a lot of people, the Texans never have a black quarterback. Shut your mouth, because we have one. And we have Braxton Miller, so that counts too. And we had that cat that we was running the Wildcat with. So that counts too. I forget his name. But we picked this is our franchise quarterback, man. And I feel like if he's anywhere, if he's just a step above Osweiler, you've made a critical improvement. Now, it cost us a lot. Okay? We don't have a second-round pick next year. We don't have a first-round or second-round pick next year. Okay? So we went in. Bam, we went in. It's all or nothing. But with the weapons that we're going to have around Deshaun Watson, man, we can get it done. Like, man, then we got a young boy, and if you see his poise, I watched him in that national championship game. The last 2 years, man, that boy wasn't tripping. He was just getting it done. He wasn't rattled. That's what we need, man. I hate to just go back on old stuff. Osweiler was rattled. Hoyer, rattled. Schaub, shaken. The only quarterbacks we had that was, you know, that I was like, okay. I like that boy Fitzpatrick, man. Even after an interception, he wasn't tripping. He was ready to get back out there. But that's old stuff, man. When you look at our history and how many quarterbacks we ran through, man, we played about, within the last two seasons, we played about, 10 quarterbacks or something like that. But that's of the past, man. Deshaun Watson, a brother, is our franchise guy, man. And I love it. Let me put that Texans logo in the camera real quick. But anyway, man. And Tom Savage. Now, I looked at an article. I didn't get a chance to read it, but Bill O'Brien says that Tom Savage is still the starting quarterback. I have absolutely no problem with that. Get Deshaun Watson ready, and when the time is right, let's go win us a bowl. And I tell you what, I think that's the right move that Bill O'Brien is making, because Tom Savage has been in the system. This will be his 4th year. So I'm okay with starting Tom Savage. And as you know, in my last videos from like last year and the year before, Tom Savage was my guy. And he still is. But now we have this franchise guy, man. So with that on Tom Savage's shoulders, hey, man, Tom Savage going to go out there and get it done. And when it's right, you know, we're going to groom my boy Deshaun Watson. And we're going to plug him in. I mean, I would imagine that he's going to be plugged in this season. But if the Texans are winning with Tom Savage, you know, with the collective, we're going to have to assess some things. If it's the defense that's winning us games, then you could go ahead and ease Deshaun Watson in there. But if Tom Savage is the second coming of, I don't know, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady or Brett Favre or something, man, then you would have to roll with Tom Savage. But we drafted our franchise guy, and I see him coming in this season. But y'all know what it is. I'm going to go home, look at the rest of this draft, let y'all know how I feel, man. But I'm in a good space right now. My Rockets are in the 2nd round. We see San Antonio. We're going to beat them. And my Texans are finally, I told you, Andre Johnson kind of was that sacrificial lamb. And now we're going to make the correct moves. But y'all know what it is, man. H-Town all day. Houston Texans all day. Deshaun Watson. It's life is good, man. Y'all know what it is, man. H-Town all day. Y'all mucho, take it easy.